Giving us an hour of your time. I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much, and and I say this, historically black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke, and I saved them, and I gave them long-term financing, and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom, and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand. I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
I would love
I think it's a very nasty question.
Now, we can imagine what type of conversations Trump might have heard going on in the background while he was waiting in the dressing room for his name to be called on the stage. Now, based off of this clip that's coming up, we can imagine what type of hostile environment it was when he was waiting to come on stage.
Political reporters. The convention co-chair has already quit in protest to the decision, and today NABG President Ken Lemon is defending the move.
For us as journalists, people who go into and have very uncomfortable conversations for the sake of our members, this is an important time. This is a great opportunity for us to vet the candidate right here on our ground. And that's what we do.
Now, Trump, in his state of mind, he's already been through all these different court cases. He lost some court cases. He had to give millions and millions of dollars away. And then the attempted assassination on his life. So you can imagine, and just the stress of going through campaigning. So you can kind of imagine sort of this PTSD state that anyone would be in. Now, this next clip is coming up. It is about facial recognition. And with facial recognition, if there were cameras, which were everywhere backstage, they can actually recognize if someone is happy or upset or is about to cry. It's emotion AI detection, which they have on all cameras. I'm going to play that clip now. Now, this is a NVIDIA employee, and he's standing in front of one of the AI cameras, and he's making a whole bunch of different facial recognitions. And it has the camera, the programmer programmed it for emojis for somebody, so the emojis will show if this person's happy or sad or upset. So now you can also think about, since the camera was on Trump back there on backstage, you can also look at the audience, and you can get a sentiment of the audience and how they're feeling. And then you might get a few people to start a few rumors just to get the audience kind of thinking a certain way as well. And then you do a sentiment analysis on the audience. And then you already see Trump in the background, and on the backstage, already upset because the AI picked that up. And now you're going to have Trump walk onto stage. It's called The Audience and the Stage.
Exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here, and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here.